so Ken and I here, we're going to go ahead and just cut open this one bale so that we can actually show the density and the flakes that are inside here. So Ken's going to go ahead and just cut these. You can see how well tight these strings are. They just pop as soon as he gets them cut. See how well packed that is. And now the bale is starting to release a little bit. However, even without any strings tightened at all, you can still see how well it's being kept. And that's because of the pressure that we have packed in this bale. It keeps that nice and tight. But now, as we start peeling it away, you can start seeing the flakes that lie within this bale. See how well tight those are. So some keys to density is not only just compressing the entire bale, but it's making sure you have well compressed and uniform flakes. Because the better you compress and uniformly shape your flake, the better of a job as the plunger in the chamber can then do with the entire bale itself as it comes together. You can see the crop and material that is falling within here. Definitely very well conditioned, very well packed. This is what gives us quality hay, and it's also what gives us quality biomass material. All right, and now we're here with Megan Shedden. Megan, you want to give us a little bit of background about where you're coming from out and why you're out here?
Sure. I am from the University of Tennessee, and I'm working with the IBIS project, and we're out here doing a field efficiency study with Genera.
Okay, great. Any type of key information or details that you're really trying to capture out here today?
Yep, we're specifically looking at the turn times and the downtime, so idle time, stop time, repair time, maintenance time, and a fascinating number that I found was we got our turn time down to 5 seconds, so that really increased our field efficiency.
Great. So 5 seconds primarily on the WR series, you're seeing
yes.
that?
Yep.
Perfect. So that's good to hear. When you're finding information like that, what benefits is that going to bring to the end user?
To the end user, it can bring a lot. So it'll cut down fuel consumption and transportation overall. Transportation can actually count up to 60% of the total cost of delivered biomass. So that's the number. That's the big number that we're trying to reduce, is that transportation cost.
All right, so we're out here seeing the WR series run, and you're also getting the chance to see the 2200 series. As far as the productivity of the overall uptime of these machines, what type of rate are you finding?
We're finding about 80 to 90%.
Great, that's pretty good to hear.
Yeah.
Once again, I mean, is that kind of tying in also then to the benefits of the end user?
Yes, the more efficient the better, so up towards the 90% is great.
So a few of them that I know we're out here still kind of finishing the project, finishing the field. So some of the data still needs to be compiled and come in.
Yeah.
But so far, just a few key data areas. What are you seeing so far as how many acres per hour we're being able to cover with the windrower?
I believe it was 10.
That, especially for a crop like this of this magnitude, that's going on at capacity, probably relative to 6 acres.
Yeah. I think the other day when we were driving, it was about 6.5, 6.7 is where we were really hitting it hard.
Great, that's good to hear.
Yep.
Going to Megan, as far as the WR series, what kind of fuel efficiency are we seeing so far out of the windrower?
We're seeing about 10 gallons an hour.
10 gallon an hour, pretty good, especially, you look at how heavy and dense this crop is, putting us under a pretty good load. One thing with the windrower is a 130 gallon fuel tank.
Right.
So that means 13 hours we could run under a load.
Yep.
And still do this.
That's pretty impressive for an 18-foot tall crop.
Yeah.
And as thick and as dense as it is. So
that'd be a long work day too that you can accomplish.
It's a very long day.
Good. One more. Now talking on the 2200 series, been able to knock out quite a few bales now so far. We do have the scale kit. What are we seeing for an average on weight?
Upward 2000s.
Upward to 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's great to hear. We're getting upwards of 2,000 pounds out of these bales. No doubt that takes a certain amount of material handling to handle that, but yet it's very good to be able to package that much material into just one bale. So with your reports, what benefits do you think you'll see from this big, heavy, dense bale?
Ideally, we're thinking that we're going to see a lower transportation cost because we'll actually be moving fewer bales because there's more bales in one bale now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep. So that's what we're really looking at, to see how much it will decrease our transportation.
Okay, great to hear. Well, that's exciting. We definitely look forward to seeing all the results on all your data. I know we will appreciate it and be able to use it a lot, as well as all the end users that have benefits to this biomass crop. I had the opportunity a few days ago to see the WR series operate, and now you've had the chance to see the 2020 series operate. What, from your viewpoint and experience, are you going to be able to see in the end for the overall benefit that AGCO package is bringing to biomass?
Just the overall efficiency. The more efficient that y'all have made it in the field, everything. It makes it more feasible and efficient for the operator, for the person funding everything. So just the overall field efficiency.
Okay. Do you see this overall with our windrower and large square baler as a an optimal and efficient solution to the biomass needs?
Yes, very much so. The equipment is
Good. That's great to hear. Well, thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. Alright, Tom, so as we kind of wrap things up over our couple days of being here, you can now see in the background the WR Series is finishing up the final part of this energy sorghum. Overall, just short of 60 acres we're covering here. And we also have the large square here, kind of showing a combination of the two products together, which is really what this overall part 1 and part 2 of our biomass time has been out here. What would you say has been the most impressive thing that you've seen during this time?
So it's pretty impressive the ground speeds we've been able to achieve with the WR Series windrower in an 18-foot tall sorghum crop coming in probably over 10-11 tons per acre. We're still able to maintain a ground speed of say 6 miles per hour on average. Probably the most impressive thing with that and the conditioning ability of the Twin Max conditioner rolls. I think we've really impressed everyone out here today to demonstrate how we can more or less process this crop with the windrower if we so choose.
Great point. Definitely, you look at these windrows now, you see how they're well spread, well conditioned. This is going to be dried down very quickly from the baler. So really all we're looking at is a lot of material over the course of almost 60 acres, but yet we're able to get it done very quickly. And in a matter of just a few days, being able to cut and condition this crop, knock it down, have it well laid out, give it some dry time, and then we're able to just come right back in and bale, all in a course of just a few days, depending on what dryness you want. Because we need to keep in mind for the viewers, we're almost in November, and we're in Tennessee. We got shorter days, not as warm as it was, so the dry time, that is affected, but yet we're still baling 3 days after cutting.
And that's huge. When you're able to get out in the field much faster, in a typical situation with the moisture that was held in this crop, you're looking at multiple days of dry down time before you even think about getting a baler of any sort out to this field. That's one advantage the Twin Max conditioner roll system on the WR Series windrower has given us. Another advantage too is the overall capacity of 2270 XT baler. There's probably not many balers out there amongst our competition that can get into a volume of crop like this and consistently feed and make such well-formed, well-shaped bales as what the 2270 XT is today.
I think it's definitely a unanimous decision that there are different people viewing this over the course of the last few days. Some of them didn't think there was even a product out there that could do this, cut and package like this. Now we've proven that, they've seen that and had a lot of takeaways from it. And now we've proven overall that it is the package, the windrower with the biomass kits, as well as the large square baler. Packaging those together is what gives you the opportunity to handle biomass of this quantity, of this quality. So as we mentioned before on the WR Series windrower, talk to your local dealer about a demo or sales opportunity. You might as well do the same thing on the large square baler and make it the whole package on your farm.